Welcome to the Hire Arabia podcast, powered by Matchmaker Number One. I'm Ines Mokrani, recruiter, coach, and connector of talent across Europe and the Middle East. In this podcast, we explore the challenges, opportunities, and success stories of hiring in one of the world's most dynamic regions. Let's dive in. Welcome everyone to our chat about upskilling in the age of AI. Today we're diving deep into how businesses in the Middle East are transforming their workforce.
Yeah, it's such a compelling topic, especially when you consider how AI is reshaping the world of work.
Absolutely. Now, one major point is that upskilling isn't just some trendy add-on. It's essential for survival. I mean, think about it. While companies are pouring money into AI, many aren't investing nearly enough in people.
Exactly. People are the heart of any organization. Without proper training, even the best tech can fall flat.
And here's the kicker. A lot of organizations are falling into the trap of assuming AI will magically fix their talent gaps. But in reality, AI is only as effective as the people behind it. If teams aren't upskilled, productivity can actually decline.
True. It's like buying a high-end sports car and then not knowing how to drive it properly, right?
Exactly. It's like you've got all this power at your fingertips, but without the driver's skills, you're just sitting on a potential disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, and what's interesting in this conversation is how the Middle East, especially regions like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, are really stepping up their game.
Right. They're not just focusing on building robots or fancy tech. They're actively working on nurturing human skills. For example, Saudi's Vision 2030 and the UAE's National AI Strategy emphasize skill building alongside technological growth.
That's pretty innovative. It shows a commitment not just to automation, but to ensuring that their human capital can thrive alongside it.
Exactly. And then there's the cultural aspect. More companies are now offering learning stipends, digital academies, and collaborations with online education platforms.
Yeah.
This ensures that employees can continuously sharpen their skills.
It's almost like a shift in mindset, isn't it? Instead of fearing AI, businesses are starting to see it as a partner, provided they invest in their people.
Exactly right. And on that note, one of the key areas up for upskilling is digital literacy, understanding AI not as a competitor, but as a tool for collaboration.
And that can make a huge difference in how well teams are able to embrace AI. Without that basic knowledge, a lot of employees might feel completely lost.
Right. Yeah, it's like trying to operate a smartphone without ever having touched one before. It's daunting.
Totally. And aside from digital skills, there's also a lot of emphasis on emotional intelligence. I mean, no matter how smart AI gets, it can't replicate empathy or, say, inspirational leadership.
Right. Emotional intelligence is crucial, especially in automating parts of the job. Machines can crunch numbers, but they can't console a stressed-out team member or inspire innovation.
I like that point. But I do want to challenge one thing. Sometimes the focus on continuous upskilling can sound overwhelming for companies. Do you think there's a risk of burnout if companies try to push too hard, too fast?
That's a fair point. It can feel like a non-stop treadmill. However, the idea isn't to overwhelm employees. It's about creating micro-learning paths, bite-sized steps that fit into everyday routines.
Yep, right. So it's more about steady evolution rather than constant high-pressure training sessions.
Precisely. And that also covers agility and critical thinking. Upskilling extends to learning how to adapt, unlearn, and relearn skills rapidly.
That's true. And let's not forget, communication across cultures is key in multinational teams. It's amazing how upskilling is not just about tech skills, but also about soft skills that drive collaboration.
Exactly. And then there's the idea of learning how to learn. I mean, what you study today might be obsolete tomorrow, but if you master the art of acquiring new knowledge, you're set for life.
That's such an inspiring thought. It really emphasizes the need for a continuous learning mindset, which is essential for future competitiveness.
Yeah, and speaking of competitiveness, there's also a practical real-world example where a UAE company retrained its finance team in data analytics. Within 6 months, that team didn't just reduce costs, they became internal consultants for other departments.
That, to me, perfectly illustrates the power of upskilling done right. It's transformational.
Exactly. Upskilling boosts performance but also increases loyalty. When employees feel like their development is valued, they tend to stick around more.
Yep, that's human nature. It's like investing in relationship capital. When people are recognized and empowered, they give back tenfold.
And for HR leaders, there are tangible actions to start upskilling initiatives immediately. A 3-step plan was mentioned. First, audit your skills gap. Knowing what's missing is the foundation.
And then create micro-learning paths, small digestible chunks of learning that employees can fit into their busy schedules.
Exactly. And lastly, reward curiosity. Celebrate those who take the initiative. It adds a positive loop of continuous learning.
That's spot on. It's like planting a garden. A little bit of care and proper attention leads to a flourishing environment.
Yes, exactly. And importantly, companies shouldn't wait for everything to be perfect. Start small, iterate fast, and learn along the way.
Yes, indeed. There's such a beauty in that approach. Imperfection is part of growth after all, right?
Right, because in the end, upskilling isn't about the fear of AI taking over. It's about partnering with technology. It's about amplifying human strengths rather than competing with machines.
And that shifts the narrative completely. It's moving from defeat to opportunity.
Exactly. It's like the future isn't owned by the most automated companies, but by the most adaptive ones.
Absolutely. One thing I find especially exciting is how this approach isn't confined to a single industry. It applies to finance, HR, tech, you name it.
That's true. It demonstrates that upskilling is a universal solution, adaptable across different fields and roles.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder, if every company took these steps, how transformed might our workplaces be within a few years?
Exactly. It's about future-proofing not just organizations, but individual careers. The more we invest in people, the more innovative and resilient our work environments become.
Well said. It's a reminder that in the age of AI, our true strength lies in our ability to adapt, learn, and grow together.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up, it's clear that upskilling is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Keep investing in your team and keep learning continuously.
Yep, definitely. Thanks for the engaging talk. It's full of practical insights and a roadmap that any company in the region can really benefit from.
Thank you for listening. And remember, embrace the change and keep evolving. Thank you for tuning in to the Hire Arabia podcast, brought to you by Matchmaker Number One. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, share, and leave us a review. It helps us connect even more talented individuals with opportunities. See you next time. Until then, keep building bridges between cultures and careers.